It's coming down to the wire at the Spokane Arena. High school basketball teams vying to be crowned state champs. We'll take you there live.
Well, the weekend is here and the snow is already hitting in some areas. We'll show you how much you should expect and what the rest of the weekend will be looking like.
And the Post Falls Library is ready to write a new chapter in its tale of destruction. How you can help give Storytime a happily ever after ending. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. Well, here is a live look over a busy night in downtown Spokane with the semifinals of the State B tournament happening right now inside of Veterans Memorial Arena. And right across from the arena, the Podium is preparing to host the West Coast Indoor Track and Field Championships this weekend. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Derek Dice. In the arena, the best high school basketball teams from Washington's smallest communities are battling out on one of the state's biggest stages, hoping to bring home a state title. Our Jordan Smith is live inside a very noisy arena right now. He's courtside next to the hardware these players are fighting for, Jordan.
That's right, Derek. They're polished, they're heavy, they're ready to go home with the next state champions that are going to be crowned tomorrow night during the championship rounds. Now, players, fans, parents, they traveled all over the state to watch the players from Washington's smallest schools play on the biggest stage.
It's the tournament dreams are made of. High schoolers as close as Colfax and far away as Toutle Lake, fighting tooth and nail in front of thousands of fans.
As we've had over about 10,000 people the first 2 days, and the way the draw worked now, we're going to have tonight's games are going to be packed.
Since Wednesday, the atmosphere has been electric. Bands have been rocking. Fans watching the intensity unfold, loving every minute, even if it's not their first time.
Does it ever get any less special coming back here?
Every time it's just awesome.
These parents are hoisting a cardboard cutout of their favorite player, their son. They love coming to watch this tournament.
We come over and watch even if it's not our kids playing.
Really? It's an unforgettable event that has brought more than 10,000 fans to Spokane Arena since Wednesday. For the sports meds team, it feels like the furthest thing from work.
I love it. It makes my day. I don't have to be here. I come because I want to.
16 boys and girls basketball teams fighting to bring glory to their hometown. A must-see event, regardless of who gets crowned on Saturday.
And right now we've got Well Pinnett and Nia Bay battling it out. The winner of this moves on to the state championship game, and those games are tomorrow at 3, 5, 7, and 9 right here at Spokane Arena. There's still time to come out and watch basketball here in its purest form. Live here in Spokane Arena, Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.
Hey, Lake Roosevelt and Colfax boys both in the 2B semifinals tonight as well. Thank you, Jordan. We now turn to our Peter Choi inside of the Podium where tonight's practice for the West Coast Indoor Track and Field Championships has just ended. And Peter, events like these are a big boost to our local economy.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Derek. Well, right now, the student athletes are just wrapping up their practice for today, and these students are from 7 different states and plus Canada. Well, one thing I want to point out is that these sporting events are really boosting the local economy every year, and it is expected to be another major impact this year.
Ready, set, and go. Daniel Harper is from California, and he's here to win.
We've been waiting for this moment ever since we knew that we're going to be coming here, so I think we're just prepared and ready to roll tomorrow.
More than 600 track and field athletes are here, generating millions of dollars in economic benefits.
For the STCU West Coast Championship specifically, we're expecting over $1.5 million in economic impact just from this event alone, not even to include what's happening over at the arena with State B basketball.
Local restaurants like David's Pizza.
Now, and for me to explain to you that yesterday we wouldn't have been able to stand here.
Oh yeah, it's getting more crowded every day.
People that have been coming here for a decade now, and they no longer even have kids in the tournament, but they come here, they watch it on TV, they go back and forth to the tournament.
He says the more people from sporting events, the better it is for the city's economy.
All the hotel rooms are full, restaurants are full. I mean, everybody does well with this, and gosh, what a great group of people.
We're just really excited to wrap up the indoor track and field season here at the Podium and kind of launch into our crazy sports month, which is March.
And there, the track and field championship will kick off tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. and anyone can come and watch the competition, and maybe after that you can check out some local restaurants as well. Sending back to you.
Pretty cool, Peter. Thank you. Well, our team of weather experts are tracking concentrated snow showers moving through our area. We're going to send it over to meteorologist Matt Gray, tracking where some of that heavy snow will be headed.
That's right. We just saw heavy snow on the Palouse. Things are getting better there, and it looks like, at least in Spokane, we are going to avoid the snow for at least the rest of your evening. As you can kind of see, there's quite a bit of an opening to the south where all of these showers have been moving up from. And as we put this into motion over the last 30 minutes, you could see these areas of heavy snow tracking up to the north and, most importantly, tracking away from the Spokane to Coeur d'Alene Metro. And that is good news because as temperatures cool, any snow showers will become more and more of a problem on the roads as our ground temperatures get closer to freezing. Now, we likely have some snow or winter mix showers over Lake Coeur d'Alene right now. So downtown just going to get brushed by some of these snow showers before it heads off into the mountains, and we'll see another round of snow. We just had one about 10-15 minutes ago on 4th of July Pass. These showers are moving pretty quickly, and so already here in less than 10 minutes, we're going to see any snow showers still hanging around Newport and Sandpoint. Those will end for the time being. Same goes for the Chewelah area. You got about another 15 minutes of snow at least around Colville. You head further south. This was the one that was causing all the problems, right? So we saw snow coat the ground in Pullman and Moscow. Things are starting to clear up there now. But if you are south of St. Mary's, or you think about traveling south of St. Mary's over the next 30-40 minutes, I would say just hang out where you're at. Wait till this thing gets out of here, because since it is moving pretty fast. St. Mary's and the Silver Valley and around the Lookout Pass area are going to see some accumulating snow here over the next hour to hour and a half. We saw temperatures with this area of snow quickly drop right down to freezing, and that's why around Pullman and Moscow the snow stuck. Luckily, we're starting to see those ground temperatures begin to rebound, and that should really help out with road conditions around the Palouse. We got more snow on the way, however, for later on tonight and for the start of your Saturday. I'll help time it out for you so you can avoid driving in some of that weather. Coming up.
All right, Matt, thank you. You no longer need to isolate for 5 days after testing positive for COVID. That's according to new guidelines from the CDC. This now brings COVID more in line with other respiratory illnesses like the flu and RSV. The CDC now says people who have COVID-19 should stay home until they've been fever-free without medication for at least 24 hours and their symptoms are improving before resuming regular activities.
COVID-19 is still an important public health threat, but it is not the emergency that it once was.
The CDC still recommends taking additional precautions for the next 5 days, like improving ventilation, masking, and limiting close contact with others. The Shoshone County Sheriff's Office is investigating how a human fetus ended up in a storm drain last Saturday. Deputies say it most likely entered the line within the town of Smelterville, west of Kellogg. The medical examiner estimates it was at about 16 weeks or 4 months gestation, and with information should contact the Sheriff's Office. A former juvenile hall worker accused of raping a 15-year-old inmate in January made his first court appearance in the case this afternoon. 40-year-old Antoine Jones is accused of engaging in sex acts with a minor in the back of a transport vehicle. According to court documents, the teen was shackled at the wrists, feet, and belly while being taken from a mental health facility to Martin Hall. Detectives say he asked her for sex after she complained about handcuffs digging into her wrists. She told victim advocates she said yes because she was afraid he would retaliate against her if she refused. Today, a commissioner set Jones's bond at $150,000. He's also ordered not to have contact with any minors, including his own daughters. We uncovered more about this case in court documents. You can read the full story at KXLY.com. Well, still ahead here on 4 News Now, the Garland Theater is officially back open with the first screening in months starting at 7:30. We are live with some of the biggest changes the new owners have made. Stay with us. And the Post Falls Library is on the hook for replacing all of its damaged books following last month's cold snap. Find out why and what you can do to help next.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
4 News Now is brought to you by End the Violence. Adventure awaits at Silver Mountain Resort this winter. Enjoy some of the best terrain in the region, only 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Family, friends, and smiles as big as the wide-open vistas. Relax in a beautiful condo just a stroll away from dining, water slides, indoor surfing, and 84 degrees. And a gondola ride away from our new covered carpet lift, tubing, and acres of snow rider heaven. Your winter adventure awaits at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
Jurassic Quest is back and bigger than ever. See life-size animatronic dinosaurs, walking dinos, baby dinos, and so much more. Playing Spokane March 1st through the 3rd at Spokane Convention Center. Tickets are flying fast. Buy in advance at JurassicQuest.com.
How does free college or training sound? It's possible. Washington College Grant gives eligible people money for certificate programs, job training, apprenticeships, or college. Learn more at wagrant.org. That's wagrant.org.
Vision loss is not something that you feel until it happens.
Most people lose their vision from diseases like macular degeneration and glaucoma. Not at birth.
3 million Americans have glaucoma, and half don't even know it.
11 million people in the United States have macular degeneration.
So many eye disorders can be treated if caught early.
Make a plan today to get your eyes checked.
Visit brightfocus.org to learn more.
Hi, I'm Robert Sacre. You may know me from my basketball career. But what you don't know is I'm a father of 4, and life can get pretty chaotic. So that's why I'm getting a vasectomy at North Idaho Urology, so I can finally sit back and enjoy the madness.
Vasectomy season is back. Schedule today at North Idaho Urology.
You wouldn't do that. So why do you do this? Distracted driving kills an average of 9 people and injures over 1,000 every day in America. Put down your phone. Lives depend on it. Don't drive intoxicated. Don't drive intoxicated. A sobering message from AAA.
Cords dangling from above, torn out carpet, gaping holes in the ceiling, and empty bookshelves. What you're looking at is the inside of the Post Falls Library and the damages it suffered during January's cold snap. Officials say they're likely looking at over $1 million worth of damages and loss. Insurance will cover the repairs, but the claim won't be enough to replace all that was lost. Marissa Rio shares how you can step in and help.
A community hub is now plagued with emptiness. Officials say over 1,000 people used to come in and out of the library every day. One says she misses the shrieks of laughter she'd hear during story time. Staff are ready for repairs to begin, but they first need to clear out the entire library.
We have 63,000 items here at the Post Falls Library, and we have about 4 to 6 weeks to pack everything up so that we can get construction started on the library to repair all the damage that happened in January.
But the Post Falls Library has less than 10 staff members, and that's over 300 boxes of items that they need to pack a day in order to get the job done.
We have tasks for everybody, so if you can't lift heavy boxes, that's okay. We have some book washing stations and things like that. We need help making the boxes, so 6,000 boxes is a lot of boxes to make, so people can come and help us with that.
Staff hope they can get enough volunteers so that they can finish this job as quickly as possible. The Post Falls Library is also asking for donations. If you have books or any other small items that you can donate, you can stop by and drop them off in their book return box right out front. They are also taking monetary donations to help replace items like audiobooks, baby board books, puppets they used to use during story time, and more.
A lot of people think, oh, why does the library need toys? And toys are so vital in early learning development and fine motor skills and things like that all impact reading as they grow. And so being able to replace those items so yes, the families can have the same experience that they did before we had to close.
For more information on how you can make a difference, you can visit our website at kxly.com. Reporting in Post Falls, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
When we come back, we're going to be talking about your weather forecast, which is turning decidedly wintry, as we've already seen today. We're about to see another round of snow over 4th of July pass, and there is more to come as we are getting up on Saturday morning. We'll show you how to plan around the weather this weekend. Coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by End the Violence.
The leap year sale at Furniture Row is on now, and everything is on sale. Find amazing deals on sofas and sectionals, dining sets, tables, and chairs, king, queen, and kids' bedroom sets. Plus, score no interest financing until 2029. But hurry, the leap year sale at Furniture Row ends Thursday.
Monday.
Why did you decide that now was the time to kind of peel back the curtain?
RuPaul, revealing.
Robin, I was at the end of my rope.
And 100% uniquely RuPaul.
I have been RuPaul approved.
Monday on
Good Morning America.
We love our house, but lately we've been feeling a little cramped.
So we talked to ICCU about a new home loan. The process was super quick, and we got a really great rate.
We start house hunting tomorrow.
Preferably something with a bigger garage.
Take advantage of the tax credits you can, including the annual Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You can get money back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
We are strong and we'll get through this together, but these are stressful times. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, and know that you are not alone. Visit wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
It's the leap year sale at Denver Mattress, and that means everything is on sale. Find deep discounts on our best mattresses, like the queen-sized Buena Vista Firm, now only $479.99, plus no interest until 2029. But hurry, the leap year sale at Denver Mattress ends Thursday.
Next ET, Austin Butler on his wild Dune transformation.
You can't open your eye.
Plus, our exclusive with Britpop sensations S Club Then and Now.
Next ET. Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
Monday, March 11th. It's Live with Kelly and Marks after the Oscars show. Live from the Oscar stage at the Dolby Theater.
After the Oscars with Kelly and Mark. Monday, March 11th on KXLY ABC4.
Well, would you look at this? This is a live look over downtown Spokane, and all of a sudden, the skies are clear. That's just for now, though. It will soon change, right, Matt?
Oh, this is the wait 5 minutes season here. Wait 5 minutes, everything will change.
Right.
And that's going to be for really the next couple of months. Really, it's not until we get kind of closer to the start of May, end of April, that we start to see things stabilize a little bit. So it's silly season in the weather in the inland Northwest, and we are certainly going to have lots of fun, depending on your perspective, with how the weather changes here minute to minute, hour to hour. So I'm keeping an eye on road temperatures because we got a lot of wet roads out there. We do still have some snow showers out there, and when you get under some of these heavier snow bands, like we saw in Pullman and Moscow earlier this afternoon, you can see those temperatures, ground temperatures, drop down to freezing very quickly. The snow starts to stick, and all of a sudden, you've got icy roads where it was very nice, maybe not even an hour before that. Earlier today, when the first round of snow went through Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, road temperatures were in the 40s, even close to 50 degrees. As the sun has gone down with that snow, with the cooling, it's certainly a lot closer now. So the next round of snow will be far more impactful to road conditions around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene than the first one was earlier today. However, well, looking pretty quiet out there. So this is kind of the first of what we expect to be a couple rounds of snow here for the start of the weekend. Already this is moving out, and I expect in the next hour to hour and a half, basically all of the snow lurking around the inland Northwest will be gone, at least for this first wave. So if you have plans this evening, some wet roads. As we go late into the night, we may see a few slick spots out there, but overall, your evening is looking okay because those evening snow showers are starting to fade out already in many areas. We will see more light snow, however, overnight, and we're getting to the early morning hours. Very minor accumulations that we expect in the valleys and lowlands, and we'll continue to see snow heading into next week. So here's kind of the breakdown of the percent chances. So our percent chance of snow falling pretty fast here now this evening. As we get into the early hours of the morning, all of a sudden, boom, way back up there again. And so early risers, you are likely going to wake up to some active weather around the region. Let's show you how this is going to time out. So this is all about when that second wave of snow is going to show up. And because it's coming during the night, that likely means that we will have snow sticking around the metro and really around the entirety of the inland Northwest that ends up getting this. Not expecting a lot of the Central Basin, if anything. Instead, it's going to be right along the state line in eastern Washington and through the entirety of the Idaho Panhandle that we'll see light snow accumulations, especially with the potential for some heavier snow as it begins to rise up into the North Idaho Panhandle as we're getting up in the morning. You see, that's pretty early, right about 7 a.m. So most of the fun going to happen as you are asleep. And then we get to clean up the mess if you do get some snow at your house for the morning after breakfast. We continue to see some isolated showers, but as temperatures warm, it'll become less impactful as the day goes on, much like we saw during this afternoon. Temperatures will help things out, and we'll see generally some lighter conditions. So not expecting a lot of accumulation here, but the best chance for kind of the upper end of things in that 2-inch or 2 or 3 inches, Sandpoint, Bonners Ferry, and into the Colville area as well. So a couple spots we're going to watch. 6 to 10 inches up in the mountains. Man, skiers are going to have a great weekend. Great next week as well. Snow going to continue off and on through Tuesday before we start to get a little bit of a break with below average temperatures for the first full week of March.
All right, Matt, thank you. Well, you're getting a look here at the brand new Garland Theater, complete with movie memorabilia, posters, and even a brand new arcade inside. For months, its new owners have worked tirelessly to save this Spokane staple, giving it new life. And tonight, it officially reopened to the public with the beloved Spokane film, Benny and June. Bronte Sorotsky is live inside the Garland, giving us a first-hand look at the new theater. Bronte, a lot of people excited about this.
Oh, Derek, definitely. So we actually just stepped outside just to show you guys how big this crowd is. Check out all these people that are lined down the block. These are people all ready to see Benny and June. Tonight's show is sold out. Earlier today, we took you inside of the theater, just showing you the new look. The new look showcasing what the owners call a celebration of film. Tonight's going to be no different. Anyone coming out will be able to walk the red carpet, experience some Hollywood-style spotlights and treatments, and of course, being here in the Garland, they'll be getting the full Benny and June experience. Now here's one of the owners, Chris Bovey, with what he's most excited about tonight's grand reopening.
Everything, every single thing. There has not been one thing that we have not overlooked. We've touched every single detail about this place and hopefully just made it cool, made it better,
Even with all of these upgrades, you can still expect the same cheap ticket prices. This weekend, you can catch a few different movies showings here, including a free showing of The Iron Giant. Now, before the movie, you'll be able to check out Garland Theater merch, a 360 photo booth, and I'm told that there are even going to be a couple surprises in store that people are going to be hearing about in just a few minutes. So lots of exciting stuff going on here at the Garland. And of course, we're just so excited that it's reopening. And reporting live in Spokane, Bronte Sorotsky, 4 News Now.
Very, very cool. Well, still ahead, the number of people dying of starvation is on the rise in Gaza, despite warehouses full of aid. Why some humanitarian workers say supplies aren't being allowed in. Next on 4 News Now at 6.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
That was funny. Yeah. That's a sick bike.
Boys.
Miss Sanderson?
See you Monday.
No way.
In 2020, we did something so drastic, we had to wait 4 years to try it again. It's the Leap Year sale at Furniture Row, and everything is on sale. Shop today and find amazing deals on sofas and sectionals, deep discounts on dining sets, tables, and chairs, incredible bargains on king, queen, and kids' bedroom sets, and supercharge your sleep life with a new mattress. Plus, score no interest financing until 2029. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. But hurry, the Leap Year sale at Furniture Row ends Thursday.
It's Coeur d'Alene Casino's Core Stars Entertainment Series. 38 specials, timeless blast of Southern rock hits. Live Thursday, April 18th. Damn straight. Don't miss Scotty McCreery, one of country music's biggest stars, live Thursday, May 2nd. It's No Holds Barred Entertainment at King of the Cage, featuring upcoming MMA stars on Thursday, June 13th. Visit CDAcasino.com to buy your tickets now and check out the full Core Stars lineup.
Winning is just the beginning.
1 in 9 Americans struggle with hunger, yet 40% of the food in America is wasted. The Kroger Company's Zero Hunger, Zero Waste Foundation is working to help end hunger and food waste in neighborhoods across America. Together, we can help end hunger. Learn more at zerohungerzerowastefoundation.org.
Our region benefits abundantly from the Inland Northwest Wildlife Council. They promote programs for wildfire and wildlife rehabilitation and early hunters education and safety programs for youngsters. The Bighorn Outdoor Adventure Show is the largest fundraiser for the Wildlife Council. We encourage you to support these programs by attending the show March 14th through the 17th at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center. Tickets are available online at the door. You can enter to win them by going to the contest page at KXOY.com.
Hey, lady, when is the baby coming?
Very, very soon.
Dad, what about yours?
You're gonna... Yeah, okay, well.
4 News Now is brought to you by End the Violence.
Around the world tonight, President Biden announced the U.S. will begin to airdrop humanitarian aid into Gaza, but experts say airdrops are inefficient and expensive. This is video of a Jordanian aircraft dropping food into Gaza. On the ground, you can see people fighting to get their hands on that food and water. Recently, the Palestinian Health Ministry announced 10 kids have died of malnutrition and dehydration, while the World Health Organization says the actual number is likely higher. CNN was given access to a warehouse in Jordan, one of the key waypoints for aid that's now become a choke point. And in the video, you can see about 1,000 trucks worth of essential medical aid and food supplies meant for Gaza just collecting dust and waiting to be cleared by Israeli officials. CNN's...
I mean, these are baby wipes.
Yes.
Why are you still waiting for permission on baby wipes?
I don't know.
CNN spoke to dozens of humanitarian aid workers and donor government officials who say Israel has restricted what aid is allowed into Gaza, often with little to no explanation. With very little basic medicine, doctors are being forced to come up with different ways of treating patients.
Because we didn't have any antiseptic, I had made a solution of washing up liquid and vinegar and some saline. And so I would have to pour that over the wound and then scrub the wound down. It's probably the darkest moment of my life, because you're doing it, the patient is screaming, the child is screaming, knowing that if you hadn't, that child would be dead by the end of the day.
Until more aid is allowed into Jordan, doctors say they'll do whatever they need to do to save as many people as they can. We have much more coming up tonight at 6:30, including this week's Air 4 adventure. Plus, what led to this downtown store owner being attacked next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Classic roast beef and crispy fish? Just 2 for $6? If Arby's wasn't already at Arby's, it'd be on its way to Arby's right now. Arby's, we have the meat.
Want free college or career training? It's possible.
You could win tickets to the Best of Broadway musical, My Fair Lady. Compliments of 4 News Now. Watch Good Morning Northwest for the word of the day all next week. Then enter to win at KXLY.com. A pair of tickets will be given away each day. Enter for your chance to win.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
We waited 4 years to roll out savings this big. It's the leap year sale at Denver Mattress, and that means everything is on sale. Shop today and find deep discounts on our best mattresses, like the queen-size Buena Vista Firm, now only $479.99. Score a $300 gift when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic, or check out the Summit Queen, easy on the wallet for only $332.49. Plus, score no interest financing until 2029. But hurry, the leap year sale at Denver Mattress ends Thursday.
Arby's brown sugar bacon. You always know just what to say. Arby's, we have the meat.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Here is another live look at Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena, where the semifinals of the State B tournament are currently being played. A handful of teams from the region are still alive, hoping to take home some hardware. Sports Director Julian Minnesone is covering a number of games for us tonight. So, Julian, what's the latest on some of our local teams?
Well, Derek, if you couldn't tell by now with all the crowd and how loud it is here, there's some big-time boys basketball games going on. Welpinit is leading Nia Bay right now in the 1B boys bracket, 53-38 here late in the second half. Welpinit is looking to go back-to-back after winning their first state championship in school history last year. One more win, and they'll get the opportunity to do that. Now, we had some pretty big girls basketball games earlier this afternoon. Okanagan taking on Warden in the 2B girls state semifinal. Early on, it was Warden's McKenna Klitsky dialing it up from long distance as the Cougars strike first. Now it's Okanagan's turn. Off the loose ball, it'll be Saley Mel inside with the reverse lay-in. They get the bucket, and it's going to be Okanagan once again with the ball. Shot clock this time winding down. JC Bosel with grabs the big-time rebound, backs it up from 3, and is going to fire it from long range. More from the Bulldogs. It was just all Bulldogs there in the second half. Cameron Ashworth actually loses her shoe on this next play, but somehow still scores as Okanagan hangs on to win this one. 52-45 is the final score. The Bulldogs advance to the state championship game tomorrow. That one's going to be played at 5 o'clock, and they'll face the winner of Adna and Napavine, which is going on right now. Napavine leads at 49-25. Now, here's a look at the slate of games we have tonight. These ones are all boys games. As I mentioned, Welpinit and Nia Bay going on right now. 53-38 is the score at the start of the fourth quarter here, the 1B boys bracket. To the 2B boys bracket, we have a pair of great games. Lake Roosevelt taking on Columbia Burbank. That one's going to get started at around 7:15. The winner of that game will take on the winner of Colfax and Napavine boys. That one is a late start for those two. Gets one at 9 o'clock tonight. We're going to have all those highlights tonight for you on Nightside. High school hoops is alive and well here in Hooptown, USA. It's the start of March. We wouldn't have it any other way, Derek.
Yeah, should be some fun matchups tonight. Thank you, Julian. Matt Gray joins me now, and Matt, has been an interesting few hours at the First Alert Weather Center. Concentrated snowstorms forming and just as quickly disappearing?
Hey, remember when it was sunny this morning?
Yes.
If you're on the Palouse, you certainly wish that it still had been that way in the afternoon. Got a quick inch or so of snow around Pullman and Moscow earlier. That system already, as I mentioned, moving out as we have been tracking snow all afternoon. But I tell you what, Here in the past 30 minutes, there's been a lot less snow to track. We are largely in the clear for the rest of the evening around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. We got a couple areas we are still watching. So let's begin in the north, where we do have some heavier snow that is still mostly confined to the mountains here, but still some snow around Colville, Chewelah, and Chelan. We're also seeing at least a little bit of snow still lingering around the Sandpoint area. We've also seen some snow in the Okanagan Highlands continuing there. We've got at least a little bit of kind of snow and mist here as we take a look at Omak on Highway 97. Then we take a look here at Shoshone County and areas to the south as you work into Clearwater County. This is where that snow squall that dumped all that snow on the Palouse earlier this evening is just starting to pull away from the St. Mary's area right now, as well as Kellogg. This is all going to be tracking in towards places like Wallace and Lookout Pass. So travel over Lookout is going to be quite difficult here over the next hour or so. After that, though, things get pretty quiet here for a few hours, but another round of snow is on the way, and that means we are going to see more snow because we'll have cooling temperatures through the night. This is likely to actually stick in many more areas at this time. So we'll talk about how much snow you could see as you get your weekend started coming up.
All right, Matt, thank you. An update now to a story we first brought you last week in a 4 News Now special report. A local contractor accused of collecting hefty down payments without completing his client's projects has been arrested for first-degree theft. Jordan Smith is here again in studio tonight with this update.
The man who was arrested, 37-year-old Stephen Allen, the co-owner of Hammer Time Construction. His company was accused of collecting more than $500,000 from his clients without completing the work. Allen was arrested and booked into the Pend Oreille County Jail on Thursday, more than 4 months after an arrest warrant was issued. In this particular case, Allen is accused of collecting about $24,000 from a man named Mark McDewey without ever starting his project. The money he collected was McDewey's inheritance money from when his father passed away. Allen posted his $10,000 bond and is scheduled to be in Pend Oreille County Superior Court sometime next week. Allen has paid $6,000 back to McDewey so far, but as we reported in our special report, there's still a lot of money left to be paid and projects still incomplete. To see our full investigative report, look for this story on our website, KXLY.com. In studio, Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.
Wow. That attack happened inside a nail salon in downtown Spokane last Saturday. Police say this all started when a group of teens were hanging out in front of the store. Employees say they were acting disorderly. They eventually left, but then came back and began harassing the store owner. In this video, you can see the young man knock a flower vase over as he left the store before picking it up and throwing it at the owner. If you have information about the identity of the suspect, please contact the Spokane Police tip line. At Maple and Maxwell this morning, a man was arrested in a stabbing. Police say Martell Stewart Tolliver is accused of stealing a bottle of water from a business and then walking out. Clerks tried to stop him, and then someone was stabbed twice in the parking lot. The victim was taken to a hospital and will recover. Stewart Tolliver was later arrested and charged in this stabbing, as well as another stabbing that happened on February 11th at 5th and Bernard. The trial for a former Idaho State Patrol trooper accused of murdering his wife over 2 years ago is scheduled to start on Monday. Daniel Howard posted bail on a $1.5 million property bond in December. He's accused of killing his wife, Kendi, in 2021 in Athol, but he wasn't arrested for the murder until last April. He resigned from ISP after being charged for stalking and assaulting Kendi in 2014. He was accused of confronting a man about an affair he was suspected of his wife was having. Howard was also accused in the past of stealing 15,000 rounds of ammunition from state police. 2 Spokane air tankers are now being used to fight the massive Smokehouse Creek fire burning in northern Texas. This fire has already killed 2 people and is the largest of the 4 wildfires in that area, even spreading into Oklahoma. Officials say rough terrain is making it difficult for firefighters to stop the flames. Strong winds and brittle vegetation are expected to continue feeding the fires. President Joe Biden committing federal help to people impacted.
So we're standing with everyone affected by these wildfires. We're going to continue to help you respond and recover.
In the meantime, local groups like the Austin Disaster Relief Network are working to get much-needed supplies to people who've lost their homes. Around the nation now, two key hearings today that could have big implications for former President Donald Trump ahead of the general election. One was for his alleged mishandling of classified documents in Florida. The other was in Georgia, where he and several other defendants are working to get the Fulton County District Attorney thrown off their case. ABC's M. Nguyen has the details.
A Trump motorcade on the way into a federal court in Florida today for a critical hearing on his classified documents criminal case to set a date for trial. Trump's attorney pushing for the trial to take place after the 2024 presidential election, saying it would be unfair to put the GOP frontrunner on trial before November. Sitting just feet away from Trump today, special counsel Jack Smith, whose team argued the trial should start July 8th. The judge who will set the date was appointed to the bench by then-President Trump.
Judge Cannon's under a lot of pressure, given how she's been a little political in some of her rulings. So I think she'll be careful to sort of hand Trump another win.
Trump is accused of stashing hundreds of classified documents at Mar-a-Lago and then obstructing efforts by federal authorities to get them back. He has pleaded not guilty. 500 miles away, the fate of Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis and a special prosecutor in Trump's election interference case being argued in an Atlanta courtroom today. Attorneys for Trump and multiple co-defendants want Willis to be disqualified because she had a romantic relationship with Nathan Wade, a special prosecutor she hired for the case, and allege she benefited financially from the relationship.
Because once you have the appearance of impropriety under forensic misconduct, the law in Georgia is clear. That's enough to disqualify.
There's absolutely no evidence that the defendants in this case, their due process rights, have been harmed in absolutely any way.
If Willis were to be removed from the Georgia case, Trump's election interference trial could be further delayed, something his team has been trying to do for all 4 criminal cases that he faces this year. M. Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.
Still ahead, more women are being hired into leadership roles at major companies. What else needs to be done to help more women climbing the corporate ladder? Coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Sign up for the 4 News Now playbook at KXLY.com.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the limited time triple pet pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Giant, classic, and mini cup pepperoni? Now that is an expression.
Order the triple pep today.
It's just magical.
It's American Idol's best season yet.
I'm giving you a yes.
No matter where you come from, you can always make it in life.
Especially on American Idol.
I can't believe this is happening.
Washington's presidential primary is on March 12th. Get ready to participate and make sure you have reliable information you can trust. Visit sos.wa.gov/elections to learn more about voting in the presidential primary and how your state and local election workers keep our elections secure. The vote starts with you.
Sponsored by the Office of the Secretary of State and aired in cooperation with the Washington State Association of Broadcasters and this station.
The time card doesn't care that the car wouldn't start. The bills don't care if the money can't be found. And pain doesn't care that it's just not fair. But thankfully, you do. For just $25 a month, you double the Salvation Army's ability to come alongside hardworking Americans facing poverty and help them win.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the limited time triple pet pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Giant, classic, and mini cup pepperoni? Now that is an expression.
Order the triple pep today.
Have you ever seen a preacher living in a house like this? Or this? Next, Inside Edition. They're not the homes of movie stars. They're mega mansions where famous American televangelists live.
So why don't they have to pay property taxes on them?
Then, violence against teachers in the classroom. Look what happened to this substitute teacher. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
All right, welcome back to 4 News Now at 6. It's been an active week for sure. I actually got up and went to 49 degrees north today for Toyota Ski Free Friday, and there's some pretty good snow up there. They're probably getting more now.
This is the best snow of the year. We've basically doubled all the bases at the local resorts. So we were all hovering around like 30 inches in mid-February. Now we're up to like 60, 70 inches of base. And I tell you what, that makes a huge difference. And we keep getting this snow. We keep getting that fresh, soft, powdery layer on the top that just makes it, absolutely awesome to go for a little ski. So, hey, it's going to be busy up in the mountains this weekend. I tell you what, it's busy here at the arena as well, and thankfully our weather has calmed down quite considerably in downtown Spokane. Far cry from the snow pellets and the snow showers that we saw earlier this afternoon. And I'm keeping an eye as well on how things are going with road conditions on the Palouse. Things look a lot better now here in the Lewiston Hill area on Highway 95. As you're going up the hill, it was windy and it was really snowy earlier this afternoon, but things looking a whole lot better tonight. Still got to look for some slick spots. This is the area that we have been watching, or we're watching here for the early afternoon. I think at this point, this is not going to be as big of an issue for the rest of the night now that the bigger round of snow has moved off. But you can see lots of areas in this purple area. Winter weather advisories for tonight and into tomorrow morning, because that's where we're going to be seeing the most impact from more snow that's going to be coming around later tonight. And because it'll be chillier tonight than it was this afternoon, certainly, that's going to help things stick. So here's kind of the percentages of what we would be looking at for the possibility of 2 inches or more of snow. Basically, if you're below, say, like 50%, you are much higher odds of seeing maybe an inch or just a little bit less than an inch worth of snow here. And look, it's going to be very random who gets the big snow totals and who doesn't, because of the scattered nature of the heavier pockets of snow that are going to come along with this next round of weather. Just like we saw today where, hey, Pullman and Moscow got a lot, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, no, didn't really get much of anything, at least anything that stuck. But those temperatures are going to be useful for things to stick tonight, and so we will see some slick roads in the morning. Temperatures in the upper 20s for lows. Snow coming in the morning, drying out in the afternoon. Temperatures will be in the upper 30s for the second half of the day. By 9 o'clock, we should be any lingering snow that's still out there tonight should be all gone, and we will wait for the next round, which will be coming in the early morning. So this is about 5, 6 a.m., and this is going to be our best chance for some snow to stick around the metro as this continues to track to the north. And you can see in the darker blue across Pend Oreille County, Bonner County, Boundary County. This is where we're likely to see the most snowfall and the heaviest snow and the most adverse road conditions as you're getting up in the morning, because we are likely to see things kind of concentrate there with some heavier snowfall. Scattered snow showers will continue off and on, very kind of random throughout the middle part of the day, and we'll even see some more in the afternoon. So very similar to some of the other days we've seen recently where the snow pops up and then the sun comes back out 5 minutes later, and then we're back and forth throughout the day. But the heavier snow will be during the overnight and in the morning hours. Temperatures will be in the upper 30s in the afternoon. We'll see some low 40s in the Columbia Basin. We are actually running now a little bit below average here for the start of March as far as high and low temperatures. And after a pretty warm February, definitely something we could use, especially up in the mountains, because we're going to keep stacking the snow. We'll have another chance for some snow Monday into Tuesday, and then looking a little bit drier and a little bit more spring-like later in the week.
All right, Matt, thank you so much. Well, it might not be the best weekend to go biking, but we have some inspiration for you once things clear up. In this week's Air 4 Adventure, we're giving you a bird's eye view of one local bike club enjoying the trails on the Four Mound Prairie west of 9 Mile Falls.
It's about a 27-mile ride. After a couple of miles, we go on to Cooley Height Road, and it's from that point on, it's a pretty car-free ride. There's like a slow, gradual incline to get up to the plain up there, and it's just nice farmland and some mountain views, and we'll see how it goes. I think some of the best bike riding in the country is right here in Spokane.
you're looking for new routes and ways to ride and stuff like that. So you look online, and Spokane Bike Club came up. I started going on a few rides. They ride similar to I do. They have the philosophies that I like to ride, and so generally speaking, past rides have been really good. So you keep trying new ones and just keep finding new routes. I like being outside, and then obviously at this group you like the camaraderie. I like to talk bikes, I like to talk roads, routes, hills. I guess I like the social aspect of it, but I've ridden thousands of miles by myself too. So yeah, this is a great place to ride a bike. I don't know that I've ever been anywhere better.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
You're feeding it.
I will, I promise. Thanks to our Premier Rewards Visa credit card from ICCU, we earned enough cash back to stock up on puppy supplies.
But we don't have a puppy.
They're very convincing children.
How does free college or training sound? It's possible. Washington College Grant gives eligible people money for certificate programs, job training, apprenticeships, or college. Learn more at wagrant.org. That's wagrant.org.
You could win tickets to the Best of Broadway musical, My Fair Lady. Compliments of 4 News Now. Watch Good Morning Northwest for the word of the day all next week. Then enter to win at KXLY.com. A pair of tickets will be given away each day. Enter for your chance to win.
Idaho Public Television and PBS Kids offer a wide range of resources to help your children learn and grow while at home, including apps, games, and the PBS Kids channel stream, all for free. There are additional age-appropriate resources at our PBS Kids for Parents site, too. Sign up for a daily newsletter that offers activities and tips. PBS Learning Media is also a great tool for teaching at home. You'll find all of these resources and more at idahoptv.org/kids.
A parent, not me.
Nice going, Lou. Nothing like a little confidence boost to help ease you back into the dating scene. That includes having a smile you feel good about. Fortunately, Aspen Dental specializes in dentures and implants made just for you. And with flexible financing, you don't need to sacrifice quality work for a price that fits your budget at $0 down plus 0% interest if paid in full in 18 months. Helping our patients put their best smile forward. It's one more way Aspen Dental is in your corner.
The 4 News Now First Alert Weather app. Download or update it today.
Today marks the start of National Women's History Month. While major strides have been made toward getting women into leadership roles in major companies across America, there's still more work to be done. CNN's Michael Yoshida spoke with experts to discuss the major hurdles women still face when reaching for the top jobs.
Researchers and leaders we spoke with say that women's representation in companies' executive leadership is the highest it's ever been. But still, there are other areas where the progress is lagging.
Women are making hard-fought gains in the C-suites at America top public companies. That's according to the 2023 Women in the Workplace survey from consultants McKinsey & Company in partnership with LeanIn.org.
We are breaking through that glass ceiling. We used to see that 1 in 5 women were in the C-suite, and today that's 1 in 4.
Still, progress is lagging in the middle of the pipeline, with a lack of routes out of entry-level jobs for women, something Yee calls the broken rung.
For every 100 men that receive that first awesome promotion in the United States, only 87 women have those same odds.
The problem exacerbated for women of color. The survey's saying they are underrepresented at every stage of the pipeline and make up only 6% of the C-suite.
Some companies need a jolt. Sometimes you need to say, we are not where we should be.
Women's participation rate in the workforce reached record heights last year, according to the Labor Department. But the pay gap remains a problem. A Pew report shows women earned 82 cents on the dollar in 2022 compared to men. Terry Boyer is the founding director of Villanova's McNulty Institute for Women's Leadership.
We often tell employers is you're going to have to pay attention to this and really dive deep, reframe the perception of what it means to lead based on women's experiences. And the only way you're going to do that is by listening to women.
And when it comes to the wage gap, according to Dr. Boyer, who you just heard from, she says that there's no quick fix, whether it be a legislative action or company policy. She says it really comes down to each company taking a hard look at its own organizational structure from position to position, and again at those pathways for promotion from entry level to middle management to then executive leadership. In Washington, I'm Michael Yoshida reporting.
Well, good financial habits don't come naturally. They take discipline and learning over time. Experts recommend starting to teach your kids financial literacy from a young age and continuing to share age-appropriate lessons as they get older. STCU has programs to show kids how to manage money, like its Kids Club, where kids are able to contribute to a savings account and earn prizes over time. STCU's Eric Putoff recommends that every parent teaches their kid the 3 S's: spending, saving, and sharing.
When it really comes down to it, you're spending your money on the things that you need. You're going to save your money for the things that you want, and then find opportunities to be kind to others, buying presents or do something to help people along the way.
Breaking down financial goals into these 3 categories helps kids to make connections between money and priorities. For more tips to set your kids up for financial success, you can visit our website, KXLY.com. As we head to a break, here's ABC's primetime lineup for your Friday night.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Your dream home starts at Floor & Home with Mohawk waterproof flooring made for life. You dream, we install. This is your forever floor. This month, get up to 50% off at your local Liberty Lake or Spokane Floor & Home.
Comfort and peace. When a loved one is in need of end-of-life care, it's more than care. It's warmth and dignity in the face of advanced illness. Courage binds us all. The courage in facing a terminal illness together. Our care team have dedicated their lives to alleviating pain, discomfort, and providing licensed around-the-clock medical attention. We are Hospice of North Idaho, and we are honored to care for your loved one.
See your favorite Paw Patrol characters live on stage in the all-new Paw Patrol Live Heroes Unite. You and your kids will love this interactive adventure.
Playing First Interstate Center for the Arts this weekend only. Get tickets now at PawPatrolLive.com.
I've always been drawn to artists like this. Yeah, me too. This used to be one of my favorites when I was younger. You're me. Yeah, after you quit the firm and follow your passion. Where do you find the time? After work, studying with others who are looking for more.
Continue your education online or in person. Now accepting applications. Face your future with Whitworth University. Adult education programs.
This week on Svengoolie.
Now, if a man were invisible, he'd be hard to find.
But you can find the Invisible Man's Revenge on the next Svengoolie.
I can see you, but you can't see me.
Saturday night at 8 on MeTV 4.2.
Some days, it can all feel overwhelming. The stress of relationships, finances, work, school, technology, change, and politics can seem inescapable. It all makes parenting that much harder. None of us are perfect parents. We all struggle, and we all need help sometimes. That's why we're here. If you need help, or you just need someone to talk to, call the Help Now line or visit IdahoFamilySupport.org.
Your dream home starts at Floor & Home with Mohawk waterproof flooring made for life. You dream, we install. This is your forever floor. This month, get up to 50% off at your local Liberty Lake or Spokane Floor & Home.
4 News Now is brought to you by Silver Mountain Resort in Kellogg, Idaho.
Coming up tonight on Nightside, a beloved Spokane landmark is back open under new ownership. New tonight at 11, the community's reaction to the newly remodeled Garland Theater as they line up to watch the Spokane classic, Benny and Joon.
Well, there was no more perfect time lapse than the one we got on our weather camera today of how the weather usually is at this time of the year. It was sunny, and then it was dark and stormy, and then there was a short bit of snow, and then the sun came out again right by the end of that. So, hey, we expect a little bit more of that tomorrow. We'll see some snow in the morning. We'll see some scattered showers throughout the day and more sun in between.
All right. And don't forget, we'll have highlights of those State B semifinals coming up tonight at 11 on Nightside. See you then.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.